With Winona out of the way, we start heading down south toward Lilycove, where there are immediate hints that Team Aqua is causing more trouble. Compared to our gym battle, the trainers here are a downright cakewalk though, with battles such as Kate and Joy leading to an undamaged victory. When we arrive, grunts are actually blocking the entrance, so the only way in is to use Fly, which is honestly a super genius way of implementing that move into the story, instead of it just being purely for convenience. This is the location of our final Brendan battle. We lead Scon to get some fake out damage on Taurus before we switch him out, and in to get rid of the Intimidate drops, meaning a fake out superpower combo KOs. Blaziken is next, who Eclair intimidates then Fly KOs him, proceeding to heavily damage the sent out Meganium, though thanks to Sleep we send in Apple Crumble to deal the finishing blows. Our boy Croissant, ever the backbone of our teams, is sent out to paralyze the Amphi, though we're paralyzed in the process as well. Still, we break through to confuse him, then a combination of 2 Hydro Pumps and some confusion damage brings him down, though we do end up missing a couple of times, which wasn't fun. Against Blastoise, we used the classic Baguette avoids Earthquake and baits Thunderbolt to heal Croissant strat. Though Thunderbolt can 2-shot, the risk of crits and full para has me playing rather cautiously. Flatbread can Psychic 1-shot Nidoking, and that's Brendan done for the whole rest of the game. When it comes to our Lilycove encounter, we want a Qwilfish. Due to the species clause, we're guaranteed to fish one up, but it can blow up. So whether we catch it or not is the question. I can talk all I want about how confusing at turn 1 reduces the chances of a blow up to 1 in 8, and then they become lower once again once para is added on, but ultimately it explodes or it doesn't, and this time it doesn't. Comparatively, the other few encounters we nab for our team are much easier catches. We make our way up Mount Pyre, where I discover my character has supernatural powers to walk over certain gaps in the ground. Though this power doesn't extend to all. I fall down expecting to face one grunt with my team before going back and making a new team for the next grunt, not realizing you can't get out until you beat several back to back. So we have Crackers, Prune Whip, Waffles, Churros, Cookie, and Tim Tam to work with. I can't just go back and make an optimal team like I do between every other battle. We just have to make the best of what we have. Here's what I come up with. We lead Crackers vs Umbreon, who can't really do anything to us. Turn 2 we Earthquake while he switches, allowing us to one-shot the Sentient Tentacruel. We send in Churros against Gorbis. His Dragon Breath can 2-shot, but it doesn't, we need a 3rd hit. Dilix is out against Umbreon, allowing us to Earthquake his Quagsire when the Umbreon is switched out. From here we can double-edge Earthquake to get the KO, though we're knocked to the yellow in the process. Against Gyarados, Tim Tam comes in, gets a Body Slam crit, then he himself is crit by Gyarados' bounce. So he goes out for Churros, who gets the KO with a Dragon Breath. When Umbreon is out, we of course switch Crackers back in, getting a free hit on Clefable, which means all we need is another EQ to get the KO. It's just Umbreon left then, who just spams Moonlight to heal until we get a crit to take her down. Alright, that went well. Let's see how the next grunt goes. We lead Tim Tam vs Glalie. Body Slam is like a 5-shot, but he can't really do all that much to me in return. We send in Crackers against Gengar and get a lucky crit that allows Iron Tail to one-shot. It's a fossil showdown as Cookie comes out, though she only needs a single Muddy Water for the Armaldo to go down. I plan to Seismic Toss Poliwrath until I'm in a range to be KO'd, but he never hits us down that low, so we just end up knocking him out. Churros Dragon Breaths Slowbro until he's down to the yellow and paralyzed, but we're left in the same state. So out we go to Tim Tam, then into Crackers, who EQ finishes him off. Lastly, there's Omastar. We send in Waffles to fight. The plan is to Hydro Pump for around 2/3, then switch out, but a crit means that's unnecessary. That went a lot better than expected. The final obstacle at the top of Mount Pyre is Aqua Admin Matt, and honestly, this battle could not have gone better. We lead Gyarados and turn 1 bounce, and in response, Wailord blows itself up. Furthermore, Matt sends in Machamp, who's on the receiving end of said bounce for the one-shot. From here, Pavlova Shadow Balls down the Executor thanks to a crit, Lamington superpowers down Slacking, then Baguette comes in to take a Surf and finish him off. Bagel Head Smash one-shots the Dragonite, and though we intimidated down Gyarados with our own, he double Dragon Dances, which makes me a little worried. However, on our first Body Slam, we crit him all the way down to the red, allowing one more to KO without any risk of Baguette dying. Wow, that battle could not have gone better for us. Archie takes the red orb like an idiot, and we find out Maxie has done the same with the blue orb, so it's Magma Hideout time. Some consider this to be the hardest part of the game. What's mostly frustrating about it is that Team Magma has so many of those annoying items, such as Bright Powder, which gives you a 10% chance to miss, Focus Band, a 10% chance to survive a hit that would otherwise KO, and to a lesser extent, King's Rock, 10% flinch chance if they outspeed and damage us, and Quick Claw, a 10% chance of going first, all of which can randomly throw a battle into shambles. Sure, I try to play around these as best as possible, but if they have multiple activations within a battle, there's only so much I can do. So how often did they get the 10% versus not? Well, cue the montage. got through all the Magma grunts without losing a single Pokémon, right? Well, not exactly. While making our way back to the Poké Center from one of the grunt battles, we run into a wild Wobbuffet, who of course has its signature Shadow Tag ability, preventing Pi from running away or switching. Furthermore, none of my attacks can one-shot it. I have to go for the two-shot and hope it doesn't counter, which it does, killing Pi. Not gonna lie, this one kinda hurts. Pi has helped us win so many battles. He's been with us since before the second gym. And I know we have another pure fighting Pokemon in Hariyama, but Pi was a fast hard hitter, while Scone is slower and bulkier. They play such different roles. I'm a bit bummed out, especially as that was such a silly way to lose a Pokemon. But still, we must venture on. Thankfully, Admin Courtney doesn't use any of those annoying items, so goes down relatively easily. Then it's Maxie time, after he ever so stupidly waves the blue orb in Groudon's face. And despite trying my best to find a good team to face him, ultimately the best I could come up with is rather vulnerable to anything going wrong, such as crits, misses, or status effects. We lead Scone vs Tyranitar, faking out for some chip before superpowering for the KO. Boston Cream comes out against the Eggs for a Mega Horn one-shot. Against Flygon, we send in Panzerotti, who transforms into her Sunny Day form, taking a Draco Meteor, then Icy Wind KOing. Entei Sacred fires our sent in Churros, which he 4 times resists, but he's burnt in the process, which means he's going to die. We have that little leeway this battle. Thankfully, at the very least, he hits both the first Hydro Pump and the second for the KO, meaning the Entei goes down with him. Churros' death kinda makes the rest of the battle more consistent actually, as Croissant gets a free switch in against Gengar, allowing him to safely P-Bolt two-shot. Then, for a bit of an anticlimactic finish against Arcanine, we have Cinnamon Roll to Drill Run two-shot. Bit of a bummer Churros died, but this was such a tight battle that I honestly expected at least one, if not more, of my Pokemon to go down. So this is far from the worst case scenario.